Hello and welcome to another new Gemini Rogues video. This is a Tier 9 WZ-111G-FT. I do believe...
Just rolls off tongue.
It's Chinese.
Simply rolls off the tongue.
I'm not going to say that again. You want to say it, you can say it.
No, I don't.
No.
Well, no, anyway. Tier 9 Chinese tank destroyer. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's tank destroyer.
Yeah. Basically, it's very loosely based on a WZ-111 heavy tank that was prototyped in the 1960s in China. Okay. So that didn't get made, so chances of it getting made are even slimmer. So it's basically off the back of a fag packet in a Chinese tank factory from 1960.
Prototype.
So, anyway, we're going to get straight into it. We're sporting the 152mm gun, so we're fully upgraded here at this point. You can straight away, you can see its camo ratings aren't great. We're spotted straight away almost instantly. But what it has got is fantastic, monumental frontal armour.
Has it? So now it can go through it?
It can, but you've got to look for weak spots. Cupola on top, it's very small, and it's lower plate your normal weak spot on a tank, but other than that, it's angled impressively, and the gun manlet's just not getting penned. You're not penning it. You'll see it in a bit when we turn siders on. You'll see how thick that gun manlet is.
Why would you shoot a Tier 9 gun manlet? Like a tank destroyer?
You just want to see the size of this gun manlet.
Huge.
It's ridiculous, yeah. So anyway, we'll talk more about that gun. 152mm. Which gives you a rather not very impressive 3.33 rounds a minute. And as you can tell from that, there it puts big holes in things.
Really neat.
750 alpha damage from a standard shell, AP shell.
Does it roll higher than that?
It can do, yeah. It rolls very well. See it in this game. You can roll up to 800 plus.
Wow.
Touching 900, but you can also roll for a lot less.
Yeah, a lot lower.
It rolls about all over the place.
How accurate is it?
0.4. 0.4. So you can see it. That's not great.
No,
so this tank is not brilliant for sniping, and you're going to see in this game and other games how we play it. And
what is it? We saying it's not a support sniper?
No, not really, because it's not accurate enough. It's basically like a Russian tank destroyer. We've seen the Russian tank destroyers. You've seen them, the SU-152 all the way through. Big, massive guns, massive alpha damage.
Hey, you see that?
There's someone chipping on it from far. It's all going to kick off here in a minute. So they're not the most accurate things, but this has got the beauty of frontal armour like a boss, so it can brawl. And it's basically, I like to think it's a Yag Tiger and an Object 704 combined. You'd get this.
Okay.
You get the big gun, the big alpha damage Object 704, and you get the frontal armour of a Yag Tiger, and you combine them.
You're smashing them, man.
You can't look at the size of that gun manlet there. You can see how
it's pretty big.
That thing is.
It's huge.
Things are coming for us now, taking shots, taking blast. You see everything picking off that front, bounce.
There's a lot of gone through that.
I got a bit too siders on trying to get better around that corner, but we've managed to get cover. That's what it can do.
Yeah.
Problem is that reload there, 3.33 rounds a minute. Of the 750 alpha damage guns you get at Tier 9 tank destroyers, there's a few of them. You've got the Object 704, T30, T95. This is kind of up there with the quicker loading ones. It's quicker loading than the American. Quicker loading than the American ones.
Oh, you're joking, man.
Not as quick as the Object 704. The Object 704 is nearly a second quicker at reloading than this for the same amount of damage. With this, you do get a lot more penetration. Ridiculous penetration. I'll talk about that now. The AP shell, it is in that cupola that I talked about before. He's trying to hit it again there, but now he's hitting his frontal armour.
Oh, he's missing.
We managed to cover his fired his finger. E50 helps us out. Even blocks a shot from the Conway that's off in the distance there for us.
You haven't got any hit points left, man.
Now 124 left. That's another thing we'll come to that in a minute, but keep talking about that gun. 290. Standard penetration. 290, and this will boggle your little mind. The heat shells, it fires as its secondary ammunition, it's premium ammunition. See, we've got 6 loaded there.
You missed him.
395 pen.
Oh my goodness.
300 is not a lot. That's not going through, but you'd be surprised. There shouldn't be a lot that don't go through, but you see that reload it. It's a little bit of a drawback, so you've got to work around it. But that when it hits, it does that. It does that. It just mobility is another kind of an issue with that. It's not great. But I will get this finished about. I'm going to talk about it while I've got a chance. It does have another round in there. You can see I've only got 2 of them, but HE, which penetration 90, not great. But if you get one of them in, 1,100 damage.
Wow.
That's if you see something like a waffle, load your HE up, ball sigs, even waffles at Tier 9.
Have you done it?
Yeah, it puts big holes in things. I mean,
sweet.
This is the strange thing, you don't really need them that much.
Yeah.
No point loading them for artillery. 750 is enough to kill anyone anyway, so you ain't got to worry about that dilemma.
Yeah.
Its view range, we'll talk about that one, trying to show it you. It's 380 metre. So it's
380?
pretty good, yeah. 380 metre, it's pretty good. So we're binos at Camera Gone. I do try and use this in that thing because I tend to brawl in it.
Yeah.
But I like that as a fallback. If I need to, I can get my bino mechanics up and try and thingy. Because normally Chinese tank destroyers we've seen already at tier 6 and 7 with stealth machines, absolute stealth machines, low slung, big guns,
like
stealthy as hell. This changes at tier 8 and this one at tier 9 changes. They become this brawlers, absolute brawlers.
Are you volleying tier 7 and
again.
6?
Well, I don't know why the tier 6 guy's in this game. It's a tier 9 match, he shouldn't be here. He's failed platooned his way in for some strange reason. T29, if you're not going to shoot that lower plate, don't even bother shooting me. He's got a good 12-second reload. I don't even need to aim at a weak spot, to be fair.
Okay.
If I'd have loaded a heat round, I'd probably gone through his turret.
Wow.
That's how strong that gun is on this tank. Manoeuvrability, great. 600 brake horsepower. Gives you a top speed of 35 kilometers an hour. Struggles to get to it with a rather unimpressive.
Tier 6, you volley them.
Yeah, with a rather. Well, I only got 124 hit points, which took 3 tanks. That one, what do you want? It's still in the balance this game. It's still down on numbers. There's that Conway just smashes another shot into rock extras. I think better reversing any further and get myself into town, into some cover. So it's not immobile, but it's not traversing very quick. 26 degrees just traverse on it, so you're not swinging that gun around all over the place and picking shots
no
off.
traverse power you can have on it.
There is the clutch braking, which I would advise you
to
get with this tank. But this gun, it's mid-range. It's kind of like a mid-range. It can just about handle. But we're going to see another shot from this exact same position in a minute. Yeah. Where that didn't happen. That's not the same outcome, but we'll come to that when we get to it.
Did your gunner go for like a break and your commander took over?
And this is what we're talking about with that reload time. It's supposed to be 18 seconds, but we've got the perks and stuff on that. We've got it down to just over 15.
It's his tracksman.
We've nearly got us up to 4 rounds per minute, which is not bad. It gives us an impressive DPM if you think about it, at nearly 3,000.
That's good.
Yeah, it can chew through things quite quickly.
I just realised you've killed 7. I've not really noticed that.
Yeah, and we're going to try and get 8 here. He's fired. Is it that gun? So you can see that the accuracy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It can proper kick you in the nuts, hardcore, every single time. With a 15-second reload, supposed to be 18 without perks.
Yeah.
When you fully aimed in at side of a tank from about 300 metres away, it can miss it repeatedly.
No, what hit ground?
Yeah, and then games like this you get where it just doesn't seem to want to miss. It's strange. At this point, I'm just thinking, where are these guys? Where are they? With that, I've got to think straight away that if something comes, look how long this thing takes to turn. If I'm not pointing in the right direction when something comes, it's going to kill me easily. So I'm trying to back myself into some kind of corner, but I think everything up to it, I think, oh, they could come from behind me at any point. So I thought I best stick with me heavy tank mate, and then he races off towards their base, and I'm thinking, oh great, but I kind of know he's been in that direction, or I thought he had, and then wow, leopard prototype turns up. Can we sit what? There you go. There's that what we spoke about earlier. When that T-54 come on, we stuck one in it this time. Nowhere near, absolutely nowhere near. And now we're spotted as well, so the heavy tank and our team just managed to take out their artillery, so I haven't got that issue to worry about now.
You don't want artillery
I know where that guy is, I just don't know where the Conway is at this point. I don't know what elf is on, where he's going to come at me from. We've seen the shots, and here he comes. He's popped back up on the far side. We spotted him. There's that 380 metre view range. A little bit of bino action kicking in there. That's why I've got on for this exact scenario. But Cash 22 here now.
How can you predict this scenario?
Well, you know, in a game, sometimes you're not always going to be on a street map in this time. Brawling. So sometimes you have to sit on an hill and you're going to have to get your binos up and get that gun firing as much as you can. It's the beauty of this tank. I mentioned it with the Object 704 in that review. You can do multitasking with this gun. You can sit and mid-range sniping it, and you can also go up and brawl. It's even better than the Object because it's got more frontal armour.
Has it?
Proper. You'd be surprised what you bounce in this thing because it's 200mm thick.
Yeah,
and then it's angled. And great, the AMX 5120 took out that leopard. We've only got the Conway to worry about now. We know where he is over this far side. Let's try and finish him off. It'd have been nice to have got leopard. We could have got a Pools medal there for 10 kills.
He's still missing him,
We've been spotted, so I've had to back up. I'm not sure where he is. If he's got a shot on me, I'm just going to try and hide behind this bitter mound. Hope that my friend is... Oh, he's fired, so we know exactly where he is now.
Straight in front,
there, where I'm pointing. I'll try and get the binos up again, see if I can spot him. I know he's there somewhere. Here he is.
Beauty.
Look at that. Just
smash one in him, man.
You're
joking.
Try again. Now we're in a bit of a dilemma here. Now we've got that reload. I know with Conway, it's pretty rapid firing gun on it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not this accurate. He's not going to do a great deal of damage, but I've only got 124 points.
He's going to do enough.
Yeah, he's about 400, depending on
Ooh,
round is
it'll
loaded.
upset your game if it gets you, man.
I'm just trying to help my teammate out here now, trying to come at it from a different angle. He gets a
Oh,
shot into it.
oh,
Shot
you're
for shot.
joking.
Oh, look at the dragon's teeth. Now we're going to test the accuracy of this gun. Oh, yes!
Yeah, joke.
Oh, I don't know how that got in. I do not know how that was. That is literally a 1 in 50 shot that goes in with this gun. When RNG's on your side, RNG's on your side. But it's not done me any favours. We're still shot for shot in a way, but we've got it down to a shot for shot now. I just want to bait him now. I'm just trying to bait him.
I'm to shoot him.
Depending on what ammo is loaded here, depends where he's going to try and shoot me. If it were me, I'd be loading some HE and try and splash the hell out of me, and not even try and expose that much of my tank.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
But I've not got another thing I'm going to mention now. 6 degrees of gun depression. I'm not blessed. You can see it here. It's a struggle to get my gun down, so I've got to take that into consideration when I'm fighting over these hills. He's there again.
Come on, man.
Dragon's teeth. It's not worth risking. It's too risky a shot. We're a 15-second reload. Think about it.
You need to. Are you going to move? No, he's moving a lot.
No, I'm going to wait for myself. I'm going to make him think I've not moved, and I'm sat there waiting for him. I've waited for himself to be undetected, give that 2 seconds after he's disappeared, because that's probably when I'm going to disappear as well, then move.
Yeah.
So he thinks I'm sat there now, waiting for him to pop up, and that's where I am. Now I'm going to try and come around.
He moves?
What I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get it as flat as possible, the ground. I want to flat on the flattest ground I can find.
It's a bus, man.
Yeah, I don't want to get on any kind of hills. Oh my god, it's I try and get it down below this mound. Is it enough? There's enough cover there. But again, now I've got the same issue again. I've got no gun depression. Bait. Come on. You want to have a go? He's had a go. He's fired. Come on up, get that gun down. Get it down. Bang. We ain't got to look for weak spots. There's a Conway. Or even with his gun. Don't
don't really matter, does it?
Big love in from me, mate, there in the AMX. Pulled it out at bag. Helped me out of their situation, because I've never been able to do that 2-on-1.
That's nice.
He got it down. That's the WZ. That's what it's capable of.
Yeah, he got some nice damage there.
7,000 damage, 9 kills. Shame we couldn't have got another one there for pools. But
yeah, he didn't get much silver.
Block,
he got 62.
2,500.
Yeah, it's very good.
You can see what it's just an animal at times.
Yeah, it's very good. Very predictable, man. Very good. I want mine with them myself, actually.
I mean, where are you now on your
Chinese line?
Yeah.
I've kind of stuck with the tier 7 one. I kind of like the tier 7 one. I think I've just upgraded it to the big gun, so I'm working on my tier 8 one. Is the tier 8 one worth playing?
Yeah. It's pretty much like this. I'll talk more about that in a minute. We're on Muravanka now.
Yeah.
It's not ideal for this tank in a way, because
front
climate, there's a lot of hills, undulations, so the gun depression is a bit of an issue, as well as the elevation's only 15 degrees, so it's hard to get it up. You're really fighting around corners in a tank with a front mounted gun, you have to drive around the corner, stop, aim, and it's
normal, that, isn't it?
It leaves you a bit, so you have to put yourself in a bit. I mean, it's pretty not too bad. There's no artillery, so I won't go take that.
Is the gun? It sounds stupid, but is the gun centre of the tank destroyer, or is it slightly to one side? I think it's just slightly to one side, not much, but it's. We thought about it then. Thought about it. Should have done, man. He was highlighted
for an easier target. Like that one. There you go. That's what you're talking there about, that roll. That was 664 from an average of 750.
I suppose it's a bit low.
Pinging shots off.
There's some nice spots on here, isn't there? See, when I spot stuff on here, they'll run off. You're like just staying there waiting to get a shot, man.
He's just waiting for that option. I mean, you think, look at that. Which one do you want? It should really. If we could have whacked an 8 round, we could have gone through any of them now. But we're still sticking with standard time.
Man.
That's the problem. We'll talk more about it.
Oh, side on. Oh, beauty.
Straight into side of his turret. And again, only roll for just over 700. We're still not hit that 750.
Still upset his game, man.
750 metre signal range, you can see in operation here, basically. I mean, they've all sat on this top of this.
I know, they'd never sit on there when I'm there.
That reload, you just, come on, load. Everyone's just,
begging it to load, man.
I don't fancy trying to go through.
Just smash it in, drop a shot in.
He's just going to hit him straight up on his upper roll. If I'd waited a bit longer there, he'd come up a bit longer, could have got one in his lower plate.
Are you changing your ammo? No, he's sticking with it.
It's the beauty of this tank. I mean, the ammo rounds cost a fair bit. It's 1,740 for a standard AP shell. It's 6,800 for an 8 round. So
that's some coin,
it's going to cost you a lot if you start firing 8 rounds off willy-nilly. I mean, it doesn't carry that many rounds. 30, you're safe, only 30 rounds. But if you penetrate with 15 of them, you've probably wiped team out. So it's not like, you're not going to be able to pen most things either.
Yeah, true. Oh, nice. Move out of the way.
There we go. Alpa's old Rebel Elise friend out it.
Back up.
Drop back down now. They've pushed round. They've managed to get like the middle ground of Muravanka. They took that middle dip. So
Yeah.
they've got the advantage now, as in positional wise. We're losing tanks hand over fist as well, which isn't helping. So we're going to have to pull some out if we're going to turn this round.
Where's the other flank? Is the other flank drop gone then?
I don't think anybody ever went that way.
Anybody?
No, we're
Either
just,
side?
Yeah, we kind of boxed ourselves into this position.
Yeah, sweet, I
T44
love it,
there.
man.
Can't get his gun down again.
Oh,
I do not
where
know.
did
The
that
ghost
go?
round. The old ghost round. I don't know how that didn't go into that KV4.
Smashing,
Sideds on.
Someone's trying to smash
Tiger
it.
one's picking shots off on us
Oh,
now.
come
It's
on.
Catch 22 now. We've got tanks to his left, right, centre, middle.
That's gonna
on the
upset
bank
it.
at the
Oh,
far
come
side.
on, you should have rolled
We
over.
can't get his gun down to get that Tiger.
I hate it when you can't get your gun down.
What do we do now? If we push forward anymore, we're going to get shot from left.
Yeah, go and
Then
shoot.
there they come, they're coming in. We're going to have to drop back. We're going to
Yeah,
have to drop
get
back
off
to the bomb hill, but then that leaves them even more ground to push forward. The boxes
Yeah.
even more into a corner. We can't. We've got no other way around it. We're down.
Look
to,
at your team,
yeah,
man.
down to-
They've only killed one,
we're down
and
to-
that's you. You're the only one who's killed one.
We're down to 7 tanks now.
Notice that.
So I don't know what else we're going to be able to do. We're going to try and hold this corner. If we can keep us face to things, it's
Yeah.
T95-esque in a way with the armour. Keep us
What,
face to
face
things.
on?
Oh my god, KV4. He's not
Oh,
struggling to go
smash
through.
him. You need to start
I need
shooting
somebody to
stuff,
sort
man.
that guy out. Somebody needs to sort that guy out.
Oh, look at that.
He's sorted him out.
Damaged his track.
Tiger one's took him. KV4's coming for me.
Oh,
now.
he knows
If
you.
you know where to shoot
Yeah.
one of these things, you can see this guy does, and then he shoots me into the thing
Yeah.
and don't pen me. He's penned me already through.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting a right pickle here.
Getting smashed
The
by
tracks
everything.
have gone off and everything. Stick on
Getting
in.
smashed by everything.
We'll just keep backing up, try and keep us face
Oh,
on.
you're
and
lucky.
His teammates help us out, thank God.
That reload's depressing.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh,
Especially
he's
when
took
you're
his
stuck
tracks
like,
out now.
oh, here you go.
Oh, there you go.
Here you go.
It's not. Straight in that lower plate. And we
Right.
have to give yourself a little bit
Yeah.
of scope there for the gun. You see, I weren't aiming
Yeah.
specifically at that lower plate, so I
Yeah,
couldn't
slightly
afford for it to go
to hit
low.
the ground,
So
yeah.
I kind of went centre mass, and luckily it dropped in. I mean, it probably would have gone through the upper, or penetration I've got from that range, but you can't specifically aim for that lower plate because the
That's
axe
bad.
is
What, that
just-
close?
Yeah, that close. I mean, you saw it. I was aiming technically at
Yeah,
the upper
true.
and it went into the lower. If I'd have been aiming at the lower, it could have gone into the floor, which
Yeah.
does happen. I have said it before with this tank.
Does happen.
Sometimes it can really
think,
kick
yeah.
you where it hurts
think it's when
when
you-
you most need it not to.
When your gunner nips out for
So
one,
we're
isn't
going,
it?
oh, super heavy, that's all we need.
Can't even
But
see
we've
it.
pulled it back numbers wise. We're kind of
Yeah, I
parity
think-
now. We're only one down, which is not too
I didn't
bad.
even notice them drop. It's cool. It's a good game, actually, this.
But we've got 5 shots in, 2 kills, 2 assisted. We've got a tracking damage there as well. Ooh.
Oh, beauty.
And again, 680 we rolled
Why have
for.
you chosen heat rounds?
I was waiting for the Type 4 to come round,
I see.
and I was thinking he's only going to show me probably his front or his all. He's not going to show me his lower plate, so
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go for his thickest bit
Oh,
around.
I
I
get
didn't
you.
fancy trying to hit his cupola.
No,
You're
not
not,
at
that's what I
distance,
mean.
man.
That's probably why it's around it. I'm
Not
just going
when-
to keep him in there because every round needs to go in. I need
Not-
to make sure. The problem with
Yeah.
firing heat rounds is
Yeah.
you can't afford to go anywhere near spaced armour or tracks. And
Oh,
you'll be
okay.
amazed how many times a shot you aim at middle or null can fly off left or right and go straight into a track. Every shot needs to go in now. Bob,
Beautiful.
there's that pattern gone. And we start to lose tanks. It's bang equal now, 5 on 5. Oh, we're up in the ascendancy now.
You've not actually gone far on this map. I noticed that on the other game. You didn't move far on the map either.
Well, to be fair, we kind of got pushed back both games by the Reds
Yeah,
fully
true.
pushing across.
True.
Oh, look at that. Can we get it in?
It does close down
There
the
you go.
aim circle.
Look at that roll. 570,
Yeah.
nearly 200 lower
It's not
than
kind
its
to you, is
average.
it?
And I don't think we've ever had one shot where we've gone nearly
No.
950.
No.
It always rolls low. Can we get
Come
that
on, you
one
gotta
in?
get-
One
you
more,
need to get this one in,
more.
man.
Nah,
No!
he's dropped down. And that's probably all she wrote.
Heat?
We kind of balls this up here now. We get a bit. What I was thinking here is I'm going to get behind that Type 4 heavy and I'm going to get some shots
Behind
into
it?
his. Yeah, because he's still there. You see him on that corner. He's still sat on that corner
Oh,
where we
yeah.
left him. No idea where to push around, and then the Banshee shows up, shoots floor, and I waste too much time here. I don't know why I stopped. I'm thinking, well, that guy's probably going to swing down
You should've
behind me
went
as soon as I
round.
push around. I need
Yeah.
to get back to my corner back here, and then this thing don't go back quick enough, basically. So I thought we'll try and sit in.
You're not
He's
even
going to come
moving.
back up. I'm
You
hoping
need
that
to move.
ISU is going to pop back up, and I could probably pick him off at
You've been
least.
spotted, don't you?
Yeah, but he's not coming back up either. Dead tank here.
Here you
Try and
go,
use
spotted.
that, and we're spotted again. It's that damn Banshee. He's just covered enough. This gun's
Come on,
going to
you
be
need to
accurate
hit him.
enough. He's only showing a sliver. It's
Ah.
not even worth risking.
No,
I
you
can't
need
afford
it.
it with a 15-second reload. Go on,
No.
try and use this dead tank. Try and cover my lower plate at least.
You've been here before on this map. this angle behind the dead tank.
Yeah,
That didn't end well. No.
Our artillery, though, to be fair. And Type 4 Heavy's come round for me now. I bounced another shot off. I can't even see him, and he's smashing me with HE. I think. Oh, that ISU 152 up Banshee's smashing me. I can't afford to sit there anymore. I know that ISU 152 is just going to keep sticking shots into me. Or Banshees.
Yeah.
We need to put an all in this and hope my team can make up for it. It's going in.
Come on.
736 again. It don't go all the way. It's going to hit me with an HE round, or someone's going to smash me front side. So there you go. It's taking them front side. There you go.
He didn't need to do much, really, did he? That's a shame, actually. You pulled it back
and then lost it. And then lost it.
Your team did really well.
Fortress had a really good game. This guy at Fortress, I think he's got 5 kills.
Wow.
He's pretty much screwed now, to be fair to him. There's not much he can do with that baby gun that the Fortress gets.
Has he got baby gun on that?
Yeah, it's not got the full. Yeah, it's not the fully fledged Ferdinand gun.
Oh, it's not got a big tier 10 gun on it.
But anyway, back to WZ. I can round it up while this is still playing. It's plus points. The gun.
Yeah, guns definitely.
It's damage and it's ridiculous penetration. 290 standard, 395 with a heat round.
That's good.
HE only 90, but for 1,100 damage, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Frontal armour, 200mm thick, angled, gump mallet, near enough impenetrable. Lower plates a weak spot, and they can sometimes go through your cupolas on your top. And if they're lucky, if you're angled badly and sat at a funny angle, they can go through your frontal armour as well. But as a general rule, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's got a fantastic amount of hit points as well, 1,800.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Joint third highest. You've got your tortoise, which is way out there in front, 2,100 I think on top of my head. But generally, it's got like 300 more than your Stritzbarn, so you've got a little bit to play with.
Yeah, you got some gravy there.
So
1,800.
this allows you to have a play style to suit most. You can sit and snipe. Not the best at doing it, but it can do it. It's RNGs on your side.
Yeah.
Mostly, the best way I find using it is brawling.
In the face and everything.
Brawling, and then pick when to brawl. I don't want to be brawling against tier 10s, and I don't want to be brawling against 4 or 5 enemies at a time. It's not T95 armor wise here we're talking.
You did really well against tier 6s and 7s.
Yeah, I bullied them boys. Yeah. Negatives.
Shoved it up them.
If it hits frontlids on, nothing's going to struggle to go through. 80mm on your sides. It's not. No one's going to struggle to pen you.
Yeah.
Put that together with the fact that this thing doesn't turn drastically quickly. It's 26 degrees ultraverse.
Yeah, it's not much.
It's hard to keep. It's hard to keep that front facing, to keep your armour facing what you're fighting. Gun elevation, we saw there, undulations can be a bit of an issue if you're coming across hills. 6 degrees of gun depression are a bit of a problem. Another one, didn't really see it as much of an issue with the playstyle I'm asking you to use, as in brawling, but gun velocity, the actual shell velocity travelling through the air is a bit derpy. So of fighting over a distance again makes it a negative, and it's also got pretty poor camo ratings.
Really?
So yeah, it gets we saw it straight away. It got spotted almost instantly on Siegfried line. You get spotted almost instantly on Moravanka.
It does look like a boss.
It's really high. It's big. Completely different playstyle to what you used to from the Chinese tanks where you come across.
Your Chinese stereotypically quite small.
Yeah. And this thing
huge. Why has he got loads of ammo in it?
It is a fantastic tank. It's a brilliant tank. And the tier 10 one is just a further development of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the tier 8 one's pretty similar. It just hasn't got the gun. The gun only does 560 damage on the tier 8 tank.
Okay.
So you get an upgrade of nearly 200. Not that you ever roll for that 750. We saw that in this game. It likes to roll low consistently and every single time.
Why does it do that?
Yeah. But that's the WZ.
That's the WZ.
GFT.
Sweet. That's that it?
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, nice one. Well done. Thanks very much. Tune into the next one, people. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Laters.